So before the pandemic, I traveled to Pattaya Island in Thailand, and I attended a live sex show with my mom, my grandma, and my sister. This is a true story. Hi, welcome back. So as I promised at the end of my last video, I will be talking about my experience in Thailand. So everything I say in this video is going to be based on my personal experience and what I saw there. And I want to make this point very clear. Please don't discriminate against these sex workers and these performers. And many of them are indeed transgender. They've gone through the entire surgery process. They're just trying their best to make a living. They're not there to harm anybody. I sincerely believe that everybody on earth deserves to be treated with tolerance and respect, and nobody should be laughed at when they're down. So let me describe what I saw. Obviously, I can't show anything, and taking pictures and videos at any of these events are strictly prohibited. So the first one I went to, it was on a boat. It was called the Oriental Princess. So this was not really a sex show. It was just people doing crazy tricks with the pole, and it was very bizarre because I was sitting on the boat on the table with my mom, with my sister, my grandma, and we were just eating dinner. And sometimes what will happen is they will come down the stage. They'll just randomly grab a guy's head and they will just smash it against their chest. Then you will have to tip them. This almost happened to me. Thank God I didn't, because that would have been really awkward with my mom and my grandma sitting right beside me. But it happened to my sister's boyfriend at the time, and they will pull guys onto the stage and they will do really crazy stuff as well, like pulling down his pants and making out, lap dances, all kinds of stuff. And this is all happening while you're eating dinner. So it wasn't just another night at the strip club. And the second one that I went to, it wasn't as much as a sex show. It was more of the extreme circus. I have to be honest, I never thought I'd see anything like that in my life, and I might never see it again unless I choose to go back, which could happen in a few years' time. So you walk into this dark arena. So the first thing I did as soon as I walked in was to go to the opposite side of the arena from where my family was sitting, because that would have been extremely uncomfortable sitting beside them watching all the scenes added together. It might be 25 to 30 minutes ish. And some of them were really extreme, and many of these performers, some of these transgenders, they haven't gone through the entire process. So some of them, they've had breast implants, they've had facial surgeries, they've had maybe hormone injections, but some of them haven't been fully castrated. So they will walk in these bikinis and they will look like these super hot girls walking in, and they take their pants off and you see their penis. I have a feeling they put a cover on there, because I don't think it's possible to stay that hard for hours, and they're performing probably almost every single night. I would say probably 6 nights a week. I don't know what kind of trick they're using. Maybe they're taking Viagra. It was incredible. So there were drum sets on the stage, and they will play with their penis. This could be the drum, right? And they will just be doing this. This is their genitals. Just like, I'm sure you guys have seen those ancient Chinese drums. They're really massive ones. And how people used to beat the drums. That's what they were doing. And they were also playing 8-ball pool. And they were quite accurate. They could make 80 to 90% of their shots with just their penis. And they would do all kinds of crazy stuff, like doing hula hoops. There's big and small ones. Sometimes they can put multiple hula hoops on just one penis. And obviously there's the classic one where they have a girl out there. I'm sure you guys have seen many of those. There's a girl that comes out and she's covered in whipped cream, in chocolate, and in sushi. And they grab a bunch of guys from the audience and they start eating away at her. And they will just shove his face into her genitals and into her breast. And I did see a lot of other things too, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. Like I said, I don't want this video to get flagged or removed. So if you're wondering where I saw these shows, it wasn't at Bangkok itself. I think they have those shows as well, but the number one tourist area, especially for sex tourism, is Pattaya Island. It's very famous. And the price is actually quite cheap. $1 is 34.62 in the local Thai baht currency. So the flight will be expensive to fly there, but once you get there, it's actually quite cheap when you factor in the currency conversion. And the choice is completely up to you. I'm just telling you what I saw there. And the massage parlors as well, it's 100% legal in Thailand. So they have different types of massages, and the prices are listed on the board. You will see it. There's the just a regular massage where you will have in North America, in US and Canada. You can do deep tissue, and there's the happy ending. And the most extreme and expensive one is the one where you can go all the way. If you're just looking to have some fun, just go knock yourself out. It's not that expensive and it's 100% legal. It's very important to mention this point. I didn't take any photos or videos. This is what I saw on the streets. I was deeply disturbed. After leaving the sex show, when you're just walking around the Pattaya Island, I saw these little girls. Some of them were as young as 5, 6, 7 year olds, and they were dressed extremely provocatively. And they were playing these Western music, songs like Womanizer by Britney Spears, songs that can be quite sexual in a way, and they were doing these dances that's basically aimed to please men, much older men. And there's a jar sitting in front of them, and people will put spare changes in it. This is the extreme dark side of the Thailand's sex tourism, because the country is very poor. Many people don't have many options, so this is what they choose to do, and this is one way to make money. Please don't judge or discriminate them. They're not stealing from anybody, they're not robbing from anybody. They're just trying their best to make an honest living, and please respect them. So, way back in the day when this process first started, many of these performers, it was normal for them to die in their 30s. Even with the improvement in technology, it's normal for them to die between the ages of 45 to 50. So the sad reality is, when they reach the age of 30, a new younger batch will come in and replace them, a bunch of new 18 to 20-year-olds. So if you ever travel to Thailand, please be generous with your tips, because I think they deserve every single penny of it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Everything I said is true. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video.